live. Hello guys, my name's Climate Joe. Welcome back to a new Minecraft YouTube live stream. I can see someone in the live stream watching right now. No idea who's watching. Hello DVD bros, welcome to the stream. We are live, everybody. So first things first, let's go jump into this house. Let's just dump these two bits here because we don't need these. How are you, DVD bros? How are you? I built that massive aquarium. My dad just left for the army. Oh, for the army? Is that like a career change then, or something like that? Hello, Tyree Salt. Yeah, sorry, I've taken a few breaks from streaming this week because I've been trying to do other bits. I've been trying to get on with some other stuff. I'm trying to write a book. I'm trying to write a book for a competition at the moment. And I'm trying to get as much of that done, so I've sort of been focusing on trying to sort out my new desk, but I've also been trying to write a book at the same time. We had to go to the marine. You had to go for work. Oh, you mean the U.S. Marines? It's weird. The U.S. Marines are not actually... The U.S. Marines aren't actually Marines, which is a bit stupid. The U.S. Marines aren't actually Marines. The word Marine is to do with water, which is why they call it marine life. The word marine is something to do with water. This VC, though, I know Decepted, I can hear it. I just muted my mic, so I decided to stream, because all I can hear is... Is this if I go to Britain, will I be turned into monster? Will I develop fangs if I go to America? I'm joking, but that's exactly what it's like. I agree, Decepted. Which one is a good laptop? Joe, the mic is terrible at the moment. Is it not? It's not plugged in. It shouldn't be. How's it now? It shouldn't be. Just plug the mics in. Hold on. Let me just tighten that mic up because my mic's been a bit awkward where it won't. As it stands at the moment, my mic won't stay tightened. There's something wrong with my mic stand where my mic won't stay tight. What's it like now? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. What's up? It's me, Kate. Long time no see. Oh, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Well, hello, Kate, welcome to the stream. Decepted, how does the mic sound? Because I can't tell what it sounds like. But yeah, it might be the mic. It might be the mic's not working properly. But I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything differently. It's just that the mic's exactly where it should. I haven't been on this live stream for a while. That's all right. I haven't streamed in a while. I didn't stream yesterday. I streamed the day before, but then I didn't stream for 3 days. I've only streamed twice this week. I've only streamed twice since Saturday. So I've only streamed twice in the last 6 days. So you haven't really missed much. It's because I've been taking breaks trying to... Well, I've been trying to write a book at the same time. Which, guys, I can gladly say that I've just hit 16,200 words on this book. But I've wrote as much as I need to at the moment. I have wrote the ending of the story. I haven't been on this note stream for like 3. I think 3. I'd say 3 weeks high, because I can remember the last. I don't think you've. I think you've been on the stream. Definitely wasn't 6 weeks. Oh, thank you, Tyrese. That's really kind of you. Yeah, we've wrote the ending, but I wrote the ending because with a story you should always know the ending first. So I already knew the ending, so I've already wrote the last chapter, and I've wrote it quite horrifically. So the last chapter is quite horrific. I've tried to make it the darkest horror story anyone will ever read, which I think I've succeeded. I can reveal that somebody. I can reveal that I can reveal that the villain kills somebody and then basically chops off both their feet and hands and puts them in different bins up and down the UK. Public bins. There we go. Thank you to the person who subscribed, by the way. Because I haven't streamed much this week. We've lost a lot of subscribers this week, surprisingly. But you know, that's how it is. Ooh. In fact, I want to check a notification a minute. You guys have got 1,000 views in July. That's pretty good. Bearing in mind we've only streamed once in July. I love this new feature called Top Fans. The top 2 at the moment are Tyrese and Decepted. The top 2 commenters. Right, let's think of something to do. I made a secret place. I made a video I shot a video last night. I shot a YouTube video last night, which I have not edited yet. But we made a little secret place. The only thing that is new about me is I lost 1 kg. That's good. I wish I could do that. I wish I could lose a kilogram. Well, I should probably lose like 10 kg. I think I probably should lose 10 kg really. But I don't seem to lose weight. I seem to just stay at the same weight. But yeah, congratulations. What even is a kg, guys? I think it's a pound, isn't it? 1 kg in pounds. 2.2 pounds. That's what it is. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Yeah. To be healthy, I probably should have to lose 10 kg. If I went down to 85 kg, I think that would be much more healthy. But, as I said, my weight doesn't go up, everybody. It stays the same. I have such an itchy nose. Sorry, my hay fever's really affected me the last an hour. The Scepter has just messaged me something that I might want to have to listen to. Oh, hold on, I muted myself. Joe needs to lose more than 10 kg. No, the average weight in the UK is 85. So the average weight in the UK is 85. The average adult weight in the UK is 85 kg. I'm 95, so that's just I don't know. I only have to lose like sorry if you know. I only have to lose like 10 kg to be right down to average. In some countries it's higher. In America it's 90 kg. In America it's 90. I think in Romania it's in Romania it's pretty high as well. Oh god, sorry guys, my nose is so itchy. I don't know how long we're going to stream for today, guys. There might be a stream tomorrow, there might not be, because I still got a lot of stuff to do. Right, let's go find the nearest Minecraft bed. Go to the gym, Chris Griffin. Who's Chris Griffin? Yeah, I know he's a Family Guy character, but if you Google Chris Griffin and put his weight, it says 215 pounds. So he's got to be absolutely tiny, because 215 pounds is only 5 pounds more than I weigh. That's only 5 pounds more than I weigh, and I don't look like a blob. Where's that little house? Where's that little cobblestone house that we made? Did I put a bed in here? No, we didn't. So, we need to go this way. Thought I saw something then. Weird. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Perfect. Look in the mirror and say it to you. Hi, Joe. I take you heard about Jota. I did, yeah. I mean, I'm an Everton fan, but that's shocking. But for that to happen, though, you've got to be going at a fair. Seeing the image, though, he must have been going at a fair old speed. Look in the mirror and say it to your face. I mean, yeah, I'm not that overweight. It is quite a sad thing to see. Like, you don't, even if you don't like the rival team, you don't want one of their players to die in a car crash, which is. I actually thought it was a joke until it was confirmed by BBC. How's the weather down there? Since he'd won the Prem, he'd had 3 kids and got married only about 2 weeks. Well, he's only won the Prem once. He won the Prem last season. He'd already had the 3 kids. But what do you mean? How's the weather down there, Tyrese? I'm a bit confused by what you mean by that. Oh, talking to Minion. I was gonna say, I thought you were talking to me there. I thought you were talking to me then, Tyrese. And I was like, you're only like a centimetre taller than me. Hello, Mia. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, Minion, it is a shocking thing to see. Like you don't expect that. It's basically it's the same. It's the same of like last year. There was an earthquake. Was it last year or the year before? No, it was 2 years ago now. There was an earthquake. I'm taller than you. Well, yeah, you said you were 5'9" 3/4 or something like that. So yeah, that puts you like a centimetre taller than me. So when you said that about the weather, I was like, well, you're only like a centimetre taller than me, so the weather would be the same for you. That's what I thought you meant. But we all know that Minion's quite tiny, so the weather would be different for him. It's probably not as windy. I'm joking. I don't actually know how tall Minion is. I was just making a joke. Rip Diego Jota. Yeah, I saw that. I mentioned that just now. Minion's probably 3'3". Could be. Yeah, hello, Braille. Time while I'm streaming. Yeah, I saw that. As a obviously a rival fan, that shocked me when I saw it. When I read it yesterday, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was when I read about Diego Jota's death yesterday, until BBC confirmed it, I thought it was a joke because if BBC confirms something, you know it's true because BBC can't confirm anything without five individual sources saying the same thing. If BBC have 5 sources saying the same thing, that's when it's confirmed as true. So yeah, BBC. Do you remember me? Of course I remember. Why weren't you streaming for so long? I bought a new desk 3 weeks ago. I've had to move everything around to put the desk in, so it took me 3 weeks to move everything. Over the last 3 days, I've been trying to put the desk up. It was a really hard job to put the desk together. Is it bad that I haven't gone outside today? It depends what you were doing. Like, I don't know. Like, you don't have to go outside every day. It's beneficial going outside because, you know, fresh air is very good and is very healthy. But I don't know if it's beneficial to go out every day. Hello, Zay the King. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's that beneficial that you go out absolutely every day. We made this pond in the last stream. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Zay the King. Welcome to the stream. Oh. Yeah, I was busy. I'm trying to write a horror. I'm trying to write a detective crime story at the moment as well, for a competition. So I'm trying to write that at the same time. Some of my efforts are going into that because that's got to be done within a certain time frame. I'm Isaiah. What's your name? Calamity of Joe. That's my name. Sorry, guys. I started sneezing a bit earlier on. I go outside every day, but today I haven't. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad that you haven't gone outside. I've got to be honest. I've only been outside once today. I sat out in the garden when it was sunny when it was really warm earlier on, and wrote part of my book because it hasn't rained where I'm from in the UK, guys. It hasn't rained for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So there's a bit of a drought coming. It was not a drought really. We've just hit 100 views on this stream. That's incredible. Streams will be back to normal now. It was just that I had to get that done. Is Decepted still in the stream? Because I'm probably providing much more joy than that Discord server is Decepted. I can hear the Discord server. What's my favourite meal? Pizza. That's my favourite meal. I love a pizza or a burger. I did mute, yes, because Decepted was messaging me on this Discord server. Do you all like my new profile picture? Hello, Miyu and Teto. Welcome to the stream. It's funny. Ironically, I found it funny, to be honest, that Ario called it Birmingham. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I had to answer in Discord. I'm going to quickly mute myself because I'll deafen myself for a moment. Yeah. There's a person in my Discord, in my friend's Discord server. She's been asking us really weird questions. She wants to move to the UK, but she doesn't have money to move to the UK. She doesn't work. It's pretty. Are you talking about my world or their profile picture? I can't tell. I have a Discord notification. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Ooh. Joe, build the Eiffel Tower. I wouldn't even know what it looks like, and it's French. I'm joking. I don't actually hate the French, but there is a rivalry between Britain and France. Britain do hate the French. Nice. That probably took a long time, didn't it? I've had this world since 2016, so I've had this world. It will be 9 years old next month. Survivor Legacy. This world is called Survivor Legacy. Google it. I know what it looks like. I have seen it, but it is French, and I'm very much English. English and England and the English and the French hate each other. Surprisingly, everybody. They get on now, but there's such a big rivalry between England and France. Like England, the amount of times England invaded France and France invaded England, it's before colonisation existed, we just England invaded France, France England, Germany invaded. All the countries just tried to invade. All the European countries just tried to invade each other. Until they realised that everyone was too powerful to be invaded. It's interesting history, but his other builds look awesome. Thank you. We just build whatever we want now, though. So I've built a bookshelf. I've built an igloo out of bookshelves. We've built an igloo out of furnaces, and a genuine igloo, a train station, a house out of glass, a house out of dirt, water fountains, wishing wells, and anything. He built a bumper cars place. That is true. We did build a bumper cars place. I've got a few ideas for a couple more mini. We built a circus tent as well. We built a huge circus tent. That was a couple of streams worth of building. we built a floating pirate ship minigame where we built 2 big pirate ships for a Minecraft build minigame. It was my idea, by the way. Which one? Bumper cars. I think it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Hello, WEW. If you had to give a mod to someone, who would you be giving it to? Well, I won't be giving it to anyone because I struggle to trust people, so I hardly give mod outs. I only give mod outs if you've done something. I only give mod outs for special reasons. So I give one to Burger Potato in my streams because he's a moderator on my Discord server. Decepted has one because he's always had one. Well, Decepted has one because obviously I know Decepted off by heart. If I had to, well, I would offer it to Ray19 probably, or someone like that, who, you know, appears in the streams all the time and doesn't comment random stuff. The amount of times that I've had people comment recently just really random stuff that I'm like, what's that got any relevance to do with the stream? That's what I would do. Just checking some notifications. Let's put a poll up in this stream. Let's put a poll up on the stream. Just gonna put my controller down so I can type. You're turning 17. Wow. I'm turning 23 in 5 months. Except everyone on these streams seems to... Everyone on these streams at the moment seems to make me feel younger. Everyone seems to make me feel older. Because it's like... all these people who've been on the streams recently. Oh, you old? I'm not old. I am not old. That's not old. You guys have made me feel old recently. Besides, you're 17. You're like you're only like 6 years younger than me. If you're 17, you were born. If you were 17, you were born in 2008, which makes me only 6 years older than you are. In fact, we have people that watch these streams that are older than I am. But yeah. Honestly, yeah, you guys do make me feel old sometimes. Especially when we got people in these streams who are... Especially when we have people in these streams that are... I'm sorry, I'm just watching my Discord server a minute because there's a guy in it that seems to... There's a guy in my Discord server. When he comments, I think he's got autism. Hello, Shurish, welcome back. I'm sorry if I'm being mean. That's not being mean. You just jokingly called me old, which... But I am only 6 years older than you are, so I'm not that old. Hello, Shurish, welcome to the stream. Sorry, guys. I'm just keeping an eye on my Discord server for a minute, because we've got a guy in there that's quite... I think he's got autism. but he seems to comment. He seems to think everyone's friendly in there, and he comments things that he shouldn't. He's commented a picture of his school report card once, and I noticed that it had his mum's phone number, his address on it, and I don't think he realizes. Hello, Willow Dusters. Welcome to the stream. So I'm just quickly checking to see if this guy. I'm just checking to make sure this guy doesn't put anything like, that he shouldn't. Your brother is old. He can't be that old. Yeah. Hello, Willow Dustings. Hello, Shurish. Welcome to the stream. Just checking my Discord a minute. Just keeping an eye on what this guy puts, because the last time you got new drawings. Cool. Last time he took a picture of his school report card, and I had to get rid of that because it said his mum's phone number, his phone number, and his home address, which I have had a message on Discord aimed at me. You're joking, Mike? No, I'm not joking, Tyrese. Your brother is 29. Bloody hell. That's not old, though. That's not old. 29 is not old. That's still young. I mean, 50's middle age. 50's middle age. So he's still young in that regard. Yeah, it is. What? 29's old. Oh, you're joking, right? No, I thought you were talking on the fact that I admitted we had a guy in my Discord server that leaked his house address. It's not old, but not young. But it is still youngish. It is still youngish. Like, you're still in your 20s, which in your 20s you're still young. In your 30s you're pushing. Your 30s you're pushing. Your 30s, 40s are pushing to like middle age. Yeah. 20 to 29 is still youngish. You're still new. Unk age. But yeah, no, Tyrese Hall. I thought you were talking about I thought you were putting. You're joking, right? About the guy on my Discord server that put his address in. I had to get rid of that last time. That is. I'm gonna quickly. Just. Why is it not listening to me? There we go. There we go. I'm concerned about that person. Bro, he has a wife and a family. I met a guy who's 32 and he was 6'8". Who docks themselves? Yeah, this guy, I think he's got autism. So I think he's like 17. I think he's like nearly 18. But I think he's autistic. So I don't think he realizes what he does. But if you're that autistic, if you're an uncle, yeah. Some people are uncles. I know a guy in my school year he was an uncle before he was born, because his older brother that was like 20 odd years older had a kid the year before he was born. I have autism, but not that autistic. But then autism's completely different in everyone. It's a spectrum. you have some autistic people that find it, you know, hard to work. You have some that are very smart. You have some that they don't feel emotion. You have some that are. I met a person once who was in a college class of mine that was autistic. They had to tell him that they were changing the books in the library because this guy used to get upset when he noticed that the books weren't exactly the same way they were the day before. But yeah, autism's completely different for everyone, so you don't know. I gotta go bye. Oh, goodbye, Woo. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. But yeah, autism, everyone, is completely different for everyone. Like, it doesn't affect anyone the same way. There was a guy in my college class, honestly, he wouldn't talk to us because he wouldn't talk. That was his thing. He would not talk to us, so trying to get a conversation out of him was impossible. Why do I have... It's 2:30 a.m. Oh, I forgot the goodbye kiss. What? Why do I have... It's a new feature YouTube's added. So you've commented a lot. Mwah. That's a funny comment to read. Because you've commented a bit, Shush, you're now classed as our #1 commenter. Your class is our top commenter. Tyrese Hall at the moment is classed as number 3. So I'm trying to see who's number 2. Okay, so you're number 1. Deceptor's number 2. Tyrese Hall's number 3. Number 4 is Woo. Number 5 is Braille Time, and then number 6 is Benjamin Dyer. I think Woo has left the stream, to be honest, because he did say he was leaving. But yeah, honestly, honestly, on that regard though, I generally know a guy that's he was an uncle before he was born because his brother was like 25 years older. But I actually gotta go. That's alright, you don't have to stay on the stream the entire time. Yeah, we had a guy in my class, I think his mum had him when she was like 40 or something. And I think she had his brother when she was like, 20. So he was something like 20 years old or something. My laptop is running flat, so I need to grab the charger. Oh, I got cramp. But yeah. Can you imagine being like 20 years older than someone? Tell your family, a guy from Australia said, hope you have a great weekend and great week. That's nice. Can you imagine that, guys, though? Can you imagine being a grandparent and a parent to a kids the same age? What about being 20? I said, can you imagine being a grandparent to a kid a year older than your son or your kid? Yeah, that I said I generally knew a guy who was in my school year. Yeah, his nephew. You're 20. Hello, Starlord. Welcome to the stream. Cool. You're turning 19. Yep. Oh, got cramp. Oh. What is your novel going to be about? I've already mentioned this a few times. It's a detective. It's a detective story. I know you're talking to Tyrese. So I know you're talking to Star Tyrese. I thought I'd pop in for nostalgia. Yeah. Hello, Starlord. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know you're talking to Star Tyrese, but I just reading out comments in the live stream. I'm glad we've got people in the stream though who are. I'm glad we've got people in the stream that are, you know, roughly the same age as me. So obviously Starlord is. Starlord, are you 20? Were you 20 last year or this year? I turned 20 on June 1st. Cool. So you're 2.5 years younger than me then. I'm almost. I'm 23 in 6 months. But yeah, I hope you had a good birthday. You're 13. Cool. I'm glad we got people on this streams though that are roughly a similar age to me, because I hate it when everyone's between 13 and 15, because there's certain jokes that I can't make. You're turning 30. You shouldn't be on YouTube if you're under the age of 30. If you are 12, like you just said, you shouldn't be on YouTube, as it's against community guidelines to be on it under the age of 13. In fact, in 3 weeks' time, you won't be able to comment on these streams. In 3 weeks' time, you will not be able to comment on these streams. YouTube has changed all the rules, because if you're 12, you shouldn't legally be on YouTube. It's against all the guidelines. In that 3 weeks' time, you won't be able to comment on these streams. You won't be able to comment on these streams in 3 weeks' time, because YouTube are changing the rules, banning everybody under the age of 16 from commenting on YouTube streams. I've been on YouTube since I was 5. Yeah, in 3 weeks' time, you will not be able to comment on these streams if you're under the age of 15. If you're under the age of 16, you will not be able to comment on these streams anymore, because YouTube are changing the rules for like protection laws, because young children are commenting things they shouldn't, and you shouldn't be on YouTube if you're under the age of 13. They're actually changing the rules, so they're banning everybody under the age of 16 from live streaming, and they're banning everybody under the age of 16 from comment on streams. Live stream rule. As of the 22nd of July, for those under 16, an adult must be visibly present during the live stream. But yeah, you cannot stream you cannot stream by yourself after. I'm not watching YouTube Kids. Yeah, YouTube are banning it, but do you know why that exists though, guys? Sure. Do you know why YouTube Kids exists? YouTube Kids exists because of that. Either that or normal TV. Normal TV is way better though, because normal TV's aimed at the specific age range. So if you're 12, you're shown stuff aimed at 12-year-olds. You're shown stuff that's aimed at kids that are 12, 13. Whereas YouTube, you can watch whatever. Like Squid Game, for example. You shouldn't, but I like Minecraft videos. I know that. Minecraft videos isn't the issue. Minecraft videos isn't the issue, Shersh. It's people watching what they shouldn't. Minecraft videos isn't the issue. It's people watching what they shouldn't. Like, young kid. It's kids watching Squid Game and things like that, which they shouldn't be legally. They shouldn't be watching that and things like that. That's what YouTube are changing. YouTube are finally doing what they should have done years ago. Problem was for years. Yeah, he shouldn't be on YouTube anyway. Ryan's Toys Reviews shouldn't be on YouTube anyway. Yeah, Ryan Toys Reviews, he shouldn't be on YouTube anyway. Really, he shouldn't be on YouTube anyway, because Ryan Toys Reviews... Oh, he's 13 now. He's 13 now, but yeah, he should never have been on YouTube. Really, his... Hello, Pixel King, welcome to the stream. He's about my age, yeah. But Ryan Toys Reviews, he should never have been on YouTube at his age. Really, his dad should have been arrested for that, because you can't. It's against the law to own a YouTube channel under the age of 13. So yeah, he should never have been on YouTube. Hello, Mira, welcome to the stream. But yeah, YouTube are generally changing it, they're banning if you're under the age of 16. Yeah, if you're under the age of 16, in 3 weeks' time, on the 22nd of July, you can no longer stream by yourself. You've got to have a visible adult in the room. He's growing a mustache. Yeah, because he's like 14. At 14, you do start growing a mustache. I'm not going to question that I've heard you say that. That's just really weird. If you want to know, Deceptor just said he's got his dick in one hand and his, my YouTube stream on a tab in the other. That's just a bit gay. What if I'm not showing my face? Still illegal. Even if you're not showing your face, Pixel King, YouTube is still abdomen 16 years and under. You have to have a visible adult with you while you're streaming. It's really weird. But YouTube basically are taking child protection laws a little bit stronger. I had a mustache. I always have a mustache because I've got a bushy beard, everybody. I have to admit, I've got a bushy beard. What the fuck? Yeah, it's because YouTube are taking their protection laws seriously for once. The problem is, you've had a lot of children have been going on streams and people have been manipulating them to say where they're from. People have been manipulating them to say whatever they want and do whatever they want. And say their, cock size, how thing they are. It's basically, young children have basically done things they shouldn't, so YouTube are taking a stand. YouTube are taking a stand, and this time they're actually being a bit firmer on the rules. What happened? I heard a lot of laughing. What happened? I heard a lot of laughing. Oh, so it's a football result. Okay. Hello. Yeah. I'm not more. Yay! Ha! Ladies first. I'm not number one anymore. How old are you, mate? By the way, Mary. Oh shit. Oh, about 17. What does that do? I don't know. Decepted. I don't know. Decepted's just really weird. I can just hear people hysterically laughing. Your goal is to pass Mira to number one. We are number one. Everybody wants to be number one. Everybody wants to be number one. Let's go find the nearest Betty. Even if it's the last thing I ever do, I will go there. Do 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 do. There we go. I'm just gonna spaz nonsense. Do you mean speak? Because spaz is another word for someone with cerebral palsy. It's a derogatory word. My IQ, yeah, my IQ is actually really low. Decepted is a magnifying glass. Books like to eat burgers. I do like to eat burgers. I love to eat burgers. Burgers are nice. Burgers are good with pickles. I mean, burgers are good with everything. I love a cheeseburger, guys. I love a cheeseburger. Some onions on it. It's probably why I'm so overweight. Honestly, burgers, pizza, and all those foods like that. It's probably why well, I say I'm so overweight. I'm only like 20 pounds over. I'm only like 30 pounds. I'm only like 25 pounds over the British average weight. So I'm not. I say I'm overweight, but I'm not that overweight. Everybody wants to rule the world. As it stands at the moment, Decepted is still number 3. But everyone, it seems to be getting close to overtaking Decepted. Decepted is still number 3 as it stands. What is my dream burger? My dream burger, I had one a couple of years ago in a shop called the Barbecue Buttermilk King Burger. It was buttermilk chicken. It came with chain smoked bacon, barbecue sauce. It came with onion rings in it. Had a bit of tomato, onions in it. It was one of the nicest burgers I've ever had in my life. Ban Decepted? Nah, I can't ban Decepted. Decepted is actually my friend in real life, so I'm not banning Decepted. Decepted and I have been friends for a long time, guys. I've probably been I've been friends with Decepted since 2014. I'm not banning him from the stream. I prefer hot dogs. Hot dogs are nice as well, but I think you get more of a. I think you get more of a burger. You get more of a. You have more of a filling. A filling, I think. Yeah, it was a love. I got to be honest, Star-Lord. It was a lovely burger. It was lovely. It was from a shop in the UK called Harvester. It's basically like it's a big restaurant in the UK. It was lovely. It's the nicest burger I've ever had in my life. And also, guys, it come with chips. Also, guys, it come with a huge plate of chips, onions that you could eat, a pot of tomato sauce, a pot of barbecue. It come with mayonnaise as well in a little pot, and you could decide which one you wanted. It was honestly so nice. It was one of the nicest ones. Let's see who won the shout out then. Let's see what the bot does. And the winner is, and it's gave the shout out to Mira. The bot decided to give the shout out to Mira, so no, that's not true. That's not possible. Star Wars. Just want to do a bit of a Star Wars reference. Hmm. 200 of you have watched this stream in the past hour. Recounts. Let's look at Nightbot. We'll see who's commented the most. Nightbot will tell me who's commented the most, so we'll do a recount, eh? But it will not. It will also tell me who's commented the most across the whole week, not just today. So we had 511 messages on Wednesday, 447 on Saturday. Okay, I can tell you who's commented the most. P Diddy 123 or Hikaru Blockstreet as he should be called, 161. Tyrese Horse commented 156. Decepted has commented 150. Skate Punk X has commented 109. Swiss Rex 98. Red Methin has commented 89. Ripper has commented 71. Ironically, Mira and Shirsh have both commented 59. Mia commented 53. That one funny kid from 5th grade 47. Uncle Joe is the Diddy Diddler. Uncle Joe is the Diddy the Did Fleur 40. My Little Pony I Love 29. Pixel King DX 26. Preston 26. Sophia 25. Woo 23. Glowbeans 20. Burger Potato 3256 19. RJ Machado 19. Destroyer Jim Williams 17. Zay the King number 1 17. Brayo Dickman 15. Tashreer Gaming 14. Myself 12. I'm the bottom. Sorry, what was that? How do you feel about the copper updates? I saw that and I put it in my Discord server, guys. If you want to join my Discord, if you guys want to join my Discord, my channel Discord server, the link is in the description. But how many of you guys are on phone? How many of you guys are on phone? Are watching this on phone right now? How many of you guys are watching this on phone right now? Yeah. Basically, guys, my Discord link will not work. My Discord link will not work for anyone that's on phone. Which is why I put it in the stream. You're all gonna win. Yeah, what was your... Sorry, Star-Lord. What was your comment again about the Copper Golem? I really wanted the Copper Golem. I voted for the Copper Golem back in 2021. So, hello, Legend99MC. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, to answer your question, Star-Lord, I voted for the Copper Golem back in 2021. So I'm really happy for that one. Because I voted for it back in 2021, so I really wanted that one, so I'm over the moon that they've finally added the Copper Golem. And I'm really glad that they've added copper stuff, because copper is useless. Copper is so useless. But now, copper armor, copper tools, and the Copper Golem. Call me Lou. Okay, welcome Lou, welcome to stream. How am I not number one yet? Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what the top chatters are. Because Mira's got 6 more comments than you do, so you're not. That's why you're not number one. Same. I kind of. Yeah, I've heard a rumour that they're going to add... I've heard a rumour that they're going to add a couple of them. I've heard a rumour... I've heard a rumour in recent days, Star-Lord, that they're going to add a couple more. That they're going to go in and add the Copper Golem. Who's first? I don't know. Let's have a look. You are, Tyrese. Mira is second. Shersh is third. I've heard... Oh, bollocks. I've accidentally clicked off the end of the stream. That's not what I wanted to do. Basically, Minecraft is a beautiful game. It is. Yeah, basically, Star-Lord, I've heard that... from what I've heard about Minecraft in recent days, I've heard a rumour that they're going to add the Tough Golem as well. I've heard a rumour they're going to add the Tough Golem as well. So I wouldn't put it past them, and I've heard they might add the Glare as well. So I've heard a rumour that's three mobs from the mob votes that apparently they're considering adding that didn't win. So there's still a chance for the Moob. There's still a chance for the Moob from the Moobloom, or what was the other one? I think. Do you know why I reckon that is, Star-Lord? They're adding a lot at the moment. I don't even think they're adding a lot. They're not adding a lot. They're just bringing out little bits. Vibrant Visuals and Happy Ghast, and then the 3 pig variants. I don't think they've done enough. I don't think that they have done enough in a certain regard. In a certain regard, I don't think they've actually done enough in recent years. Minecraft's update last year to celebrate 15 years of Minecraft, I don't think there was enough content. We had the trial chamber, and that was it, pretty much. I think they should have added the trial chamber, and then they should have added something completely new. Like, maybe do, maybe they should have done an end update. Maybe do the trial chamber, and then, here, also have this end overhaul. But I don't think... in the last few years, I don't think Minecraft has added enough stuff. What? That you have got new armor now. They're adding copper. They're adding copper armor. I don't think we really need new armor because we'll have bloody from now on we'll have we'll have leather, iron, copper, gold, diamond, netherite. We'll have. Yeah, I want an end update so much, and I'll probably move off this old Minecraft version once they get it, because then everything will be updated. I really want an end update. I think, you know how they did the Nether with, like, they added whole ecosystems? I think they should do that in the end. They should have whole ecosystems in the end, and it gives you a reason to have to go there. It gives you a reason to have to go there. Oh, you've got to defeat the Ender Dragon, because eventually you have to defeat the Ender Dragon, but then you can get to the portal to the End City. But oh no, you've got End Forests, you've got End Mountains, End Rivers, End Lakes. And I think that's what they should do. I think they should add like a whole ecosystem, like even add some friendly mobs in there. Maybe like an end port. Maybe add like a version of horses. Call them like the I don't know. Like you have the shulker, call them the shorse or something, and it's just like end horses or something like that. Maybe like unicorn. Like we've got ghasts. Maybe we have like a flying horse thing. So because it's the end. Perhaps we have like a flying mob in there that we can use to get around. Like, I don't know, call it the Happy Dragon or something. Yeah, I think they need to do that, and I think the end is pretty much the only thing that's barren now. They did an End update in 2016 when they added the End City, and that's it. They haven't, but the Nether now, there's so many reasons to go to the Nether now. But apparently though, from what I've heard, the Nether update only updated, apparently when they brought out when they did the Nether update, before they did the Nether update, apparently according to the game, only 5% of players ever went into the Nether. It was up to 17. Through the Nether update, it was up to 17. But only 17% of the people in the Nethers only go to the Nether. Like a goblin, maybe, yeah. Maybe add a super mob in there that you've got to go and defeat. Like you have bastions, maybe we add like an end fortress or something like that. But you get really good loot by going in there, and you've got to fight mobs in there. But you've got to fight mobs in there or something like that. But make it so there's like a fortress in the end that you have to go to. But you've got to defeat the Ender Dragon to go there. So you should have the best loot there, like mending. You should find mending there. Maybe you add something new, like Knockback 3 or something like that. Maybe you add something there called Knockback 3 or something like that. And it's like you have to go there because Knockback 3 is so powerful. I think they will do. They will do. They are going to make a new dimension eventually, but they said they're not going to make a new dimension until they edit the existing ones, and the only one that's not got the update yet is the Ender update. Calamity of Joe, save, please. But on the thing about the copper golem, guys, I absolutely really love that garden. It would be cool if they had like dungeons type of thing, yeah. But make it bigger than a dungeon. Make it like the biggest. Make it the biggest generated structure you've ever seen. And it's like it's like a city. It's like a big castle you got to go through, like a big city. Like the Ender. Make the Ender City absolutely huge. Call it the Citadel. You've got to try and find a citadel. A citadel's like capital city. Maybe add. I would actually add a type of villages. I would actually add a type of villages in the end, and it's sort of like that's where the villagers actually come from initially. I would make a type of villager that lives in the end, and it's sort of like the ancestor to modern day villagers. But you know, some villagers stayed there, and the others fled to the overworld. You want kingdoms? That would be a cool idea, yeah. What do you guys think? Maybe I think add a version of the villager, like the villager. Like maybe say that the villager was never part of the overworld, but they escaped from the end in before the dragon took over. What do you guys think? Would they be hostile like the villagers? Maybe, you don't know. Maybe they're hostile at first, but as soon as you... Maybe they're hostile at first, but you can tame them, and then suddenly they become your friend, and they start doing things for you. Like the like a wolf. If you care for them, they care for you. That's just a bit creepy, Tyrese. I like that idea a lot. Yeah, like how Minecraft wolves, they might be aggressive at you beforehand, but then you tame them. Make that with villagers. Oh God, I've got an itchy head. But yeah, they should have a golem that would fish for you. The fishing golem. I would have a dog and a cat, yeah. But I don't know, I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft so much. I mean, I've played the game, as I said, I've played the game since I was 12, so I've played the game 11 years. But in recent years, I've played the game. In recent years, like since 2021-ish, I've been sat here like, they just don't add enough anymore. Yeah, well, that's one thing I think. Sorry, I'm yawning. But that's one thing I just think. I don't think Minecraft had enough anymore. Maybe little updates are leading to something big. Well, I reckon that's what they're doing. I've heard rumours of that they're doing these small ones so they can work. They're doing these small ones so they can work on a big one behind the door. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, I've heard they are still working on a big update. What if there was a mob stronger than the warden? Honestly, the warden is so strong. Honestly, the Minecraft warden, when it came out, the day that update come out, I sort of put one down to see how they look, the new wardens, and it killed me for a wall. It killed me for a wall. Hopefully, yeah. I'll be on. Hopefully the end update. Yeah. I still haven't put the warden. I spawned one in creative to test it and then went to survival. The warden just killed me through a... I went into a house and it killed me through the wall. Thank you to everyone that's answered my poll. And to answer the question that I was asked earlier on about my book, it's a detective crime story. It's a detective crime story that I'm working on at the moment. That will be published... Well, it will be published by the end of this month. It will be published within the next month. I've got to have it published by the end of August, so I can enter it into this competition that I've entered. And that's like an iron golem. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I should have this novel out by the end of the... I should have this novel out by the end of this month or early next month. I want to have this novel out roughly by mid-August. Is that something you guys would be willing to buy when I publish it? You're going to the Maldives? Cool. Here we go. I'm just going to quickly put my controller down a minute, guys. Just trying to see what's happening on Discord. Am I still in it? Oh, I am, yeah. Book says interesting. Where will it be available? It will be available on Amazon, Starlord. It will be available on Amazon next, within a few weeks. I'm currently just finishing the last chapters. Hello, that one funny kid from 5th grade. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm currently just working on the last chapters of this novel, guys. So it should be published within the next few weeks. Sorry I joined late. That's alright. You don't have to... how am I? I'm really good. But yeah, you don't have to turn up to every stream. And Deafen Joe. I can hear. I'm not... Well, I can't hear actually because I did Deafen. I am here. Oh no. I am here. I didn't realise I was muted. Why can't I hear anyone? Oh, apparently I muted myself. There we go. Sorry. Gotta eat, that's alright. But yeah, it should be out on Amazon soon, within the next 3 weeks. Yeah, it's accepted. Yes. But yes, guys, we are... I'm within 3... Can I do a mod review? I don't play mods, I'm afraid. I don't have mods on this version because this is Legacy Console Edition. Let's go find the nearest Minecraft bed, eh? So we can... Maybe, I don't know. I was joking. There we go. What is your advice to a small Minecraft channel? I'd love to have as many subs as you someday. Don't do exactly what I do. I'm joking, that's not my advice. No, my advice would be... Actually, I'm going to have a quick look at your channel for a moment. I'll have a quick look at your channel for a moment so I offer advice based on what I see. So what am I seeing? Minecraft, a lot of Minecraft, modded Minecraft. So probably stick with the modded. Probably stick with the modded Minecraft. But then you are doing other games as well. As a suggestion, because you've only got. Because you've only got roughly 600 subs. Maybe stick to Minecraft at the moment and don't branch out into other games, because branching out to other games when you haven't got that big of a sub count can sometimes be... It can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. So let's say all your subscribers have subbed for Minecraft, and then you go and do, say, I don't know, Lego Harry Potter. Nobody who watches your Minecraft streams will watch it. I'm not saying that's everyone. I'm not saying that that's everyone. I'm not saying that that's completely everyone. But not everyone will watch your content if it's not what they've subscribed to. I learnt that the hard way, to be honest, Starlord. I learnt that the hard way. I learned that the hard way, Starlord, where I tried to upload too many games, and then I wondered why my Minecraft videos were getting over 100 views. It can be hard sometimes, yeah. I'm just saying that as I learned that the hard way. I tried to do too many games, and I wondered why my Minecraft videos were getting, like, 50 to 60 views, and everything else was getting like 5. And I can prove this by a stream I did a few days ago. I streamed Minecraft and I streamed FIFA. I streamed Minecraft and I streamed FIFA in the same stream. Because I switched off Minecraft, we only picked up 30 views for the next 3 hours of the stream. I decided to stream FIFA and Minecraft on the same day, so I started with Minecraft, and then I said, oh, we'll switch to FIFA halfway through the stream. Halfway through the stream, basically, a lot of people in my stream just disappeared. Because I thought this was Minecraft stream, and I said to this person, I don't find it good to play one game. Not as in play one game, but only upload one game to your YouTube channel at the start, because if you do too much, you overdo yourself. You're trying to build at the first. You're trying to build an audience, not trying to maintain it. quality for everybody. But yeah, at first you're trying to maintain the audience and build one up. Oh, every big YouTuber started out with one game. Stampy started out with Call of Duty before he switched to Minecraft, and then one of his Minecraft videos happened to take off. One of his Minecraft videos happened to take off, and then that was it. And then because he was uploading Minecraft, so many people subscribed to him that eventually he could do other games. Stampy is my biggest inspiration. Yeah, I mean, I've drew inspiration from him from a lot of these builds as well, to be honest. Sorry, but I gotta go. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mira. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. But yeah, thank you to the people who subscribed today, actually, guys. We are closing down. We are almost at 6,600, which we'll aim to hit that by the end of July. But yeah, that's what my advice would be as well, to upload what you want. Upload what you want to upload. Don't force yourself to upload what the subscribers want. I did that. I did exactly what people wanted, and then I hated it because I was bored. I was bored doing the same thing. Now I love it because I love my content again, because I just build whatever I want, and that's the truth of the matter. I'm not filming for people. I'm filming for me. I'm filming that I want to. I'm filming what I would like to build, and I'm hoping that other people like what I build. If you get what I mean. For example, like Stampy, for example, he didn't know that people were going to like his certain build. He was always a month in advance. I don't care about subscribers. I'm not saying about subscribers. I'm not saying about subscribers here, Legend 99MC. What I'm talking about... It's almost the time of the devil. What do you mean? Oh, is that a religious thing? I'm not religious, guys. I don't believe in the devil, or I don't believe in the devil or God. I believe that there's something. It's 3:27 a.m. Oh yeah. 3:30 is the time of the devil. I thought it was. I always thought it was 3 o'clock. I always thought it was 3 a.m. Back when I was younger, everyone used to do videos, calling Jeff Pickles at 3 a.m. But yeah, I'm not talking about subscribers. I'm saying don't listen to your subscribers. I believe in paranormal. Look, paranormal, yeah, I believe in the paranormal, but I don't believe in God, guys. I don't believe in God. I can't understand how we've got a God I can't understand how we've got a God when you've got homeless people on the streets of the UK. You've got people that can't afford food. Well, back in the day, they used to say midnight. There's the witching hour. Hello, Mia. Welcome back. I thought Mia and Mira were the same person, just because I thought their profile pictures were different, were similar. Oh God, my eyes. But yeah, well, I say that, but we got homeless people everywhere. Hello, the mighty trains. Welcome to the stream. Oh, my eyes. Oh. I am exhausted, guys. Honestly. I am absolutely exhausted. Idea, get a slime in the cage and give it to a name tag and make it your pet. Cool. We're probably not going to do that at the moment, the Mightier Trains, because we're not building anything at the moment. In fact, guys, I am exhausted. I'm starting to fall asleep in my chair. That's not good, is it? I'm starting to fall asleep in my chair, which is... Go to bed. It's only 8:30. It's not bed. It's not. I'm not going to bed. It's just. It's only 8:30 in the afternoon. It's because I'm tired from. I didn't go to bed very early last night, guys. I stayed up till 2 in the morning, writing part of my book. But yeah, we do have a Discord server, guys. So I do have a Discord server for this channel where all the other subscribers are, and in that video we offer YouTube advice. I offer YouTube advice. In this, we discuss. You guys can promote your YouTube channels. What do we got in my Discord server at the moment? We've got. That's not my server. That is my server. At the moment, we have quite short films, movies, written discussion, Minecraft chat, general, build ideas, general, football chat, YouTube self promo. So a guy called Burger Potato. How am I still number 1? I have no idea. But yeah, we have YouTube self promo, football chat. So basically, I allow everyone to promote their own YouTube channels, which I like that. Burger Potato uses it a lot. Gotta go enjoy the stream. Thank you, Starlord. That's really kind of you. Yeah, and have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next stream. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. But yeah, I've just got to quickly check. Hello, Sigma Man. Welcome to the stream. I just had to respond to someone's comment because a guy on my Discord server who's I think he's got autism. He's just commented something quite creepy. He's randomly commented hello to someone, and they've commented, "Who are you?" He commented, "I'm a friend, and this is what I look like," and sent a picture of themselves, which that is really creepy. That's really creepy. But I don't think he realizes how creepy that is. He's got autism, so he doesn't know he's doing it, but he doesn't know he's doing it, but that's very, very creepy. I just commented underneath, "That's creepy, and that's not how you introduce yourself to someone. I'm a friend, and this is what I look like." That is a... My first name is pronounced Tyrese, not Tyrese. Yeah, my accent makes it sound like that anyway. I'm afraid. I've got a very thick accent, so even if I say it, it's going to sound like that anyway. Because TI for me is still Thai. Let others know. So yeah, my accent's so thick that it will still sound like that. But also, just to let you know, in the UK, in a British accent, Thai and TY is exactly the same thing, which is why we have TY and Thai in the UK mean exactly the same, have the exact same sound and have the exact sound, which is it's hard to pronounce if there is a different sound. Why is the Elgato gone off? Oh God, sorry guys, let me fix that. I can't find it. There we go. Deactivate, activate. There we go. Should be fine now. Thank you to the person who just said hello, Glowbeans. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm really good, Glowbeans. Thank you for asking me that, Glowbeans. And yeah, I'm really good. How are you? Oh, pardon me. You just killed a sheep. You better not have got in my pen. Where the fuck's the sheep? They've all fucking gone. I can hear 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. Where the fuck's the sheep gone? Where the You're an awesome Brit. Thank you. But there's many more awesome Brits than I am. There's so many cool, awesome... There's so many Brits who are more awesome than me. By the way, I'm probably going to have to leave in a few minutes. That's alright. I need some more wheat. Where is it? Ah, there's what you want. Wheat. Why is there a pig randomly in here? I need my daily TikTok, actually. I don't, honestly, I don't use TikTok. Do you know me and Legend 99 MC are the same person? I kind of gathered that just now when you said Legend MC. I got my weight loss and your ADHD meds. Weight loss? What do you mean weight loss, Glowbeans? You're practically... You're very skinny. I thought you were very skinny. I don't think you need weight loss, do you? He's going to turn into a sheep in 3, 2, big sheep in 3, 4, yes. Right, good. Leave them. Let's leave those two gallivanting, having some fun. Well, I jump into the nearest Minecraft bed. I'm using the restroom every time I drink and losing a lot of weight. Joe, by the way, I dropped 80 kg, but that's I don't even know if that's normal. I don't even know if that's normal for you, Swiss Rex. I don't know how tall you are because I can't remember for the life of me, but 80 kg is that's not too bad. That's a healthy that's a healthy weight, I think. Hello, James Heiser. Welcome to the stream. I was 82 last time. I mean, I don't know. You went from 135, but that's normal, Glowbeans. 135 at your. How tall are you? Hello. Sorry. Goodbye, Mia. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. How tall are you, Glowbeans? You're like 5'4", 5'3". 5'3". 5'3" and 135 pounds. That's normal. That's absolutely normal. That's very much a normal weight for that height. I think that's a normal weight for that height. I don't know, but let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, 130. If you're 63 inches, 5'3", and weigh 135 pounds, that's within a healthy weight range. But Swiss Rex, when you said 80 kg, 80 kg is 100 and Swiss Rex, when you said 80 kg, 80 kg is 176 pounds. So I think that's normal. You joined YouTube 8 years ago, 9 years ago. 9 years ago, I joined YouTube when I was 13 when I was almost 14 in December 2016. So this channel will be 9 later in the year. Bro, what the fuck? Is this a role-playing stream? I have no idea, but no, it's not a role-playing stream, but people are just commenting random stuff in the stream. People just about cars. It's, today's been quite a wild stream in the comments section, to be honest. Yeah, I joined YouTube when I was... Also, happy 4th of July to my American audience. Hello, Tammy. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to put that on my Discord server. Someone called Meave has just joined. I don't know where they've joined from. Oh no. Yeah. Sorry, 4th of July. What did you build in the past days? Nothing. I haven't played video games, to be honest. Joe, by the way, someone I knew was looking for jobs in England. 2 of them asked the person has to have smelly feet. That's just weird. I have a crown. I'm dreaming. Whispers my secret says me out for money I have to Swiss. What did you build in the past few days? I built nothing in the past few days. Terrence, how did you pull that off, OMG? Okay, actually, I gotta go. Love you guys. Goodbye, Mia. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. But yeah, I haven't built anything, I haven't played video games in the last few days. Actually, I will admit, I played FIFA the other night off camera. I played FIFA off camera the other night, but I haven't played video games since Saturday. I haven't done anything since Saturday. Well, I streamed once a couple of days ago. Yeah, I think they've been looking at a fake job on those job websites. On those job websites, there are fake jobs on there. Some people do put up fake jobs. But you must understand, though, England is a big country. England is still a big country. The UK is huge. The UK is a big country. It's not small like some people think. Oh. I just made a joke, guys. Happy 4th of July to all of our American viewers on this stream, but I do want my tea back out of that harbour. If you don't get that, that's a joke to what started the American Revolutionary War. They tipped the Boston Tea Party. So I'm joking. I just sort of laughed. That's why I was making a joke about I want my tea back. I don't understand that one. But I get it because of British colonists. Yeah, but that's what started the American Revolutionary War. They threw the tea. They threw the tea going. Tea that had been grown and collected. They threw the tea off the boats. So that's what started it. They call it the Boston Tea Party. So I was just making a joke, guys, that I want my tea at that harbour. That joke's actually funny. It is. I've just sat there just now. I was like, I know Boston Tea Party started it, so I was like, I want my tea back. It's interesting. New England didn't want to be part of it initially. Interesting. New England didn't want to be part of it. Do you know why you call it New York? Did you know the American accent started? Well, yeah, but it's. Do you know why that is though, Swiss Rex? Do you know why that is? Because some of the 13 colonies were originally French, but there was a huge war. Really, there was a huge war a few years before. From 1857 to 1850, from 1856 to 1863, there was a massive war called the 7 Years' War. It was a war between France and England, and it basically spread the world. Basically, the 7 Years' War was a war between Great Britain and Prussia against France and Austria. It's basically considered a precursor to the global conflicts of the 20th century. So basically, Prussian nationalism started to take over. So basically, it's a really interesting story. 1320. So that's why it happened, because France lost. France had to give up their colonial aspect. France had to give up, because of France lost the war. They had to give up their colonies in North America. So Great Britain got those lands, which is why they speak French in Quebec, because Quebec was once a French colony, and then it became part of what is now Canada. In Manchester, England, there's a problem of grabbing people's bellies. I didn't know that, but I'm not from Manchester. Manchester's like 400 miles away. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of, Swiss Rex, but yeah. The American accent comes from that, they had there were French people still living in, there were native people still in fact, Great Britain were a lot kinder to the Native Americans than the Americans themselves were. Interesting history. Are we talking about a Manchester in the United States or something? Because if that was in the UK, that would have been on BBC News. Bro, I'm happy that Lou told me to join the stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, welcome, James. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, talking of that that Swiss Rex, that wouldn't be Manchester, UK, because that would be on BBC News. And BBC News is the most accurate news channel in the world. BBC News is the most accurate news channel in the world because BBC can't report it without BBC can't report. Manchester, UK, 80% of them are doing it. This past hour. Are you talking about Oasis or something? Are you talking about Oasis or something? Because I know they're from Manchester, but... Because obviously you got the Oasis reunion tour today. It's fake, John, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell it's fake. But when you said Manchester and 80%, I was like... Well, the only thing going on at the moment is... why does George Washington look like a human? Maybe because he fucking was. That's like saying Winston Churchill. Why is Winston Churchill black and white? You quit your job for fake money? Yeah, George Washington is looks human because he was human. It just happens to be they didn't have cameras back in the day. The first camera didn't exist till The first cameras didn't exist till like the 1870s. Film was invented in 1888. Well, no, the first image. The first moving image was done by a man called Edward Muybridge, and what Edward Muybridge did is that he put a line of 20 cameras and he caught a horse moving every second because he used string. So as the horse moved across the string, it triggered the next camera and the next and the next, like a domino effect. And eventually he proved that horses have all feet off the ground while they're running. Why does Donald Trump look orange? Probably because he's fucking rich and has a lot of spray tan. There's even videos of him being spray tanned. Or as we call him in the UK, the Dorito in Chief. Hello, G Ski, welcome to the stream. But yeah, as we call Donald Trump in the UK, we call him the Dorito in Chief. If you have Dorito Chris in America, because I'm not sure, I don't know if you do. Well, I don't know if you do or not, so... In the UK, you guys call it dog ketchup. No, we don't. Ketchup, we call ketchup tomato ketchup. Some people call it Tommy K. Do you want some Tommy K? Because obviously Tom ketchup, so Tommy K. I was looking for some live streamers that were streaming 360 edition. Cool. Oh, I'm British Irish. Cool. British and Irish. Are you from Northern Ireland then? Are you from Northern Ireland then? Well, you've got to be from Northern. Well, you've got to be from Northern Ireland. You can't be British and from the Republic of Ireland. But I live in Scotland. So you're Scottish then. You can't be Irish if you're from Scotland, unless you were born in Northern Ireland, and have the accent. British Irish. So you're British. I'm a bit confused by that. You have $500 billion. Well, your mum is Irish. Yeah, if your mum's Irish, that means you, and you're born in Scotland, that means you're Scottish. If you get what I mean. Hello, Mira. Welcome back. Yeah, if you're born, your nationality comes from what you are, not what your parents are. So if you're born in Scotland, your class is Scottish. But hello, you Magor. Of course, I remember you. But yeah, if you're born in Scotland, your class is Scottish. Welcome back, that one funny kid from 5th grade. Yeah, so if you're born in Scotland, you're technically Scottish. Hello, Omnivale. Your sister's here. Oh, cool. But yeah, if you're born in Scotland, Jigski, your class is Scottish. I have the same name as you. Are you talking about me or somebody else in the stream? Oh, so your name's Joe then. Cool. Do you want to have a baby? That's just... Yeah, Tyrese, that's a bit creepy. That is a little creepy. Is it me or just Scottish people have Scottish people tend to be... It's not that Scottish people have stronger hair. Of course I remember you, Omnivale. I'm kind of 17, which technically that is... Technically... Yeah, even if you're 17, you shouldn't say it in a stream. I have super long hair. It goes onto the bottom of my spine. Yeah. The thing is, though, based on how long your hair is, it's also how tall you are as well. Because if you're taller, your hair could be a lot longer. If you were playing multiplayer and I was there, I would troll you. That's really kind. I think that would be illegal, Swiss Rex. Not for you, but on her part. You're almost 6 feet now, so you're 5'11". That's like saying your hair drops to your shoulders. Cool. My hair does that at the back sometimes. If I grow my hair out, it never reaches anywhere off the sides, but then the back. It's basically like a mullet, but not that I'm aiming for a mullet. No, I was 5'11", but now I'm 6 foot. But you just said you were nearly 6 foot. So you're 183 centimeters then. Well, 183 on the points, I think. But orange brown hair, blonde. You're 58. Sorry, I think you've missed a dot. I thought it said 50. I thought it said 58 then. Am I the tallest one now? Are you the tallest one in this server? In this thing? Well, no, we got people taller. We got people taller than that who are in the streams, who watch the streams. You might be the tallest person here right now. Tyrese is 5'9". I'm 175, 176. We got people that are taller than that in the stream. We got people that are 6'2", 6'3". But I'm 175, 176, so I'm like 5 foot. I am 5'9". Yeah, I did say because yeah, that one funny kid thought he was the tallest person, but Omnivale is right. Omnivale is like 6'1", 6'2", so that's 185, 187 centimeters. So yeah, at least your friend is not here. Why? Why that? Why is that, James Heiser? Is it because he's really short or really tall or something like that, or because of a certain, or because of a different topic in the stream? You gotta go. Have a good rest of your day, Geekski. Thank you for joining the live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. But yeah. Identical name twin. Identical name twin. I don't think I'm your twin. I think I'm probably much older than you are. Because he would say pee, 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 poo, poo. Yeah, so would Decepted. And Decepted would say pee. Decepted would say pee, poo, poo, poo as well. But if you are 6 foot, that one funny kid, that means you are massively taller than... If you are 6 foot, then you are massively taller than the average person your age. Thank you to the people who subscribe, by the way. That's really kind of you. Oh, sorry, I think you got to search my name up. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah, in fact, what's even going on right now in the chat? I have no idea. Joe, please. Okay, sorry. I think you've got to search up my name in chat. Oh, check out your song. Oh, okay. So you wrote a song. Shot a song. Okay. I will have a look at that in a second. But we'll have a look later, actually, because I seem to have lost my headphones. Oh, God, I've got a cramp in my back. I've not vaped in 4 to 5 months. That's good. Fair play. That's one thing that is really addictive. Honestly, like vape and smoking is one of the most addictive things that people can do. My old college lecturer, he said to us about that, about something to do with smoking. My old college lecturer told us about smoking, that it was undeath and fine, Decepted, but not much was going on. They were just yapping about computers. Yellow. I smoke. Well, someone in the stream just said you were 4, so... Someone in the stream just said you were 4, so I would doubt you're smoking at 4. If you are actually 4, like someone said in the stream. You have some You're like 4... You're like... I have some addictions. You're like 14. How can you be addicted to something at 14? But I would like to know what that is, just out of curiosity. Maybe we could help you, break free of your addiction. You're 19. Okay, you're 19. Okay. I can't stop rapping and cussing in private. I'd say the... Well, rapping is... You can't say rapping. The N-word... Please don't say me different. I mean, the N-word's completely different. You shouldn't say that. The N-word's different. You should not say that. But, rapping and swearing in private. Swearing in private's nothing. Swearing in private's nothing. Rapping in private's nothing. That's not an addiction. You could be... That it's not illegal to rap. It's not illegal to swear. But it is wrong to say the N-word. Maybe you should look at the stream right now, Decepted. No one needs an N-word pass. That's not... Back in a second. Only the truth will set you free. Yeah. Going on to the point though, but when like how Tyrese Hall just said that. Yeah. Basically, Tyrese, though, I find it odd with black people calling themselves the N-word as well. I find that weird. I find it weird that black people themselves go around calling themselves the N-word. I find that quite weird. The fact that a really derogatory term that's racist, and then you have black people that go around saying it like no tomorrow. I'm like, what? I'm like, I find it weird. It's only an American thing. It's not an American thing. Other countries used it, but no, they do now. They do now because of Western media, because of obviously American media and things. But I'm like, I find it weird. I find it weird that black people tend to sometimes call themselves the N-word, which I just find that really weird. It should only be said in a historical context if you're talking about the history of why people used to say it, things like that. Not. It should only be said or read out if you're reading a historical book and you shouldn't take words out of historical books. You shouldn't take words out of books that were written 80 years ago, because words that were said 80 years ago do not have the same meaning that they do now. Basically, that would be that would actually be the mum in prison. That would be the mum in prison, because you can't discipline children like that anymore. That's classed as that's illegal. You can't discipline children like that anymore. You can't. Taking a belt to a child is actually illegal right now. Nowadays, if anyone here in the streams actually had someone, you know, take a belt, a parent take a belt to them, if anyone here has actually had a parent take a belt to them, they could actually get their parents arrested for that, because it is actually, it's seen as an outdated spanking and hitting people with like belts. Yeah, but it's illegal now. It's not seen. It's an outdated practice. It's not seen as a suitable thing to discipline children with anymore. Because children now are more willing to fight back. But also as well, back in the day, children didn't complain. Back in the day, like 30, 40 years ago, you know, if a parent told you off. Yeah, but the grounding's normal. That's what parents should do, grounding, but not like take a belt to them. Any kid that has a belt put onto them can go to the police. It's different of what culture. It's not a different of any culture. Swiss Rex, it's illegal in every culture to discipline children with physical violence. You can, in the UK, you can slap a child. In the UK, you can slap a child if he's being naughty, but you can't whip him with a belt. If they find evidence of any bruises, you go into prison. What about slippers? What, hitting someone with a slipper? Still, you can't hit people. Parents can't hit children. It's now illegal. It's illegal in the UK now. Hi guys, I'm back from my TikTok. I'm back from my reading a book break. Reading a book break, cool. I should do that. I'm trying to write a book at the moment, and I've got it open, guys. Shall I read the last word that I wrote? Shall I read the last word that I wrote? Should I just read out the last word that I wrote, guys? Well, it's not a black word. It's not a black word, Tyrese. It was invented by white people. It's just a racist word. It's a bad word. It's not it's not a black word. I don't get a word that's so derogatory and so many people hate. I don't actually understand why certain black people use it as a word to talk to people with. I find that weird. Your wife is beautiful. He confessed to it. Yeah, I know he confessed to saying it in private. But it's not a black word. Well, he can say it technically with historical context. If he was if he was talking about history or reading a book with it in that was wrote, 18, 90 years ago, then technically yes, you can read it out with context, but you can't just go around saying it. I have no idea, Omnivel. I've said it's creepy. I've said it's creepy, but no one's really listening to me today. But it's probably because I'm knackered, to be honest. Oh God, my eyes. We got 500 views on this stream. Shall I read the last word?
When was the last time you spoke with your mother? He asked. Well, it would have been right. Yes. Well, early 2005. That was the last time That was the last time. Roughly 2 to 3 weeks before she disappeared. She started to cry. That's the last word I wrote. Your friend Lewis, 500 accounts. Bloody hell. Like, hurt him. Yeah, but that's not what you do. You don't... Hurting someone because they've said something is the wrong way to go. Hurting someone because they've offended you is the absolute wrong way to go. If they've offended you, you actually just say that they've offended you, and you report it. You don't turn to violence, everyone. What version is this? Hello, the perfect shipbuilder. This is 1.12 Minecraft Nintendo Switch edition. But yeah, I'm going to give some honest advice, everybody. Bad in your stream. That's alright. But honestly, no matter what word you don't like that anyone's ever said, if you turn to violence, it becomes a you problem, not a them problem. Because all they've said is a word. You've turned around and picked violence. So it's sort of a thing that sticks and stones can break your bones, but words will never hurt you. But if you turn to violence because you don't like what they've said, then technically that makes you that makes you worse than them in a way. It feels so good to confess all my stuff, but it's my problem, it's not yours. But then it's good to discuss it. If you were in Australia. But that's But then, Tyrese, that's sort of wrong to say if you were in Australia. What would you have done if he was in Australia? If you'd have said something like you'd have tracked him down, then technically that makes you a criminal. You can't, even if someone you haven't liked a word someone said, you can't threaten them. That's where people take the wrong approach. Oh my eye. But yeah, what was I going to say, guys? So like why so many false starts? Yeah, what do you guys think? You can't even if you don't like what someone said, if you turn to violence and do, hurt them, then it's not self-defense because you started it. Wait, can you join Bedrock players? No, because this is Legacy Console Edition. No, this is Legacy Console Edition. Bedrock didn't exist when this version existed. But yeah, just as advice to everyone, if you don't like what someone says, you cannot go in and hurt them. Then if you do hurt them, in the eyes of the law and the courts, they'll be like, well, they might have said something, but you took it to the extreme. It's like so when I was in school, someone was goading someone. When I was in school, someone was goading someone, and this kid turned around and punched the other kid. But who's on the naughty step? Is it the guy for goading him, or is it the guy that took the swing? Well, the one that got punished is the one that took the swing, because he had a choice to take that swing. He could have just, he could have walked away and not dealt with it. Yeah. I know, I understand that, Tyrese, but it's wrong if even if anyone doesn't agree with what someone said, it's wrong to go in and want to hurt them or to actually hurt them, and then it becomes another issue with assault, which I have seen that before. There was a kid who was in my school year. Somebody said something to his friends, so he went up to their house and threw a brick through their window, which I think it missed the. When I. If someone punches me, I'm punching them back. Yeah, but on the things of like what was I going to say? There was a kid in my school year. Somebody said something to his friend, so he went all the way to this guy's house, threw a brick through his window, and he almost missed the guy's sister. It almost hit his sister in the head. It literally missed her by an inch. So really, who's at fault? The guy for saying anything, or the guy who threw the brick? It was the guy that threw the brick, because he could have killed someone. I used to read only books. You used to read only books. But that's normal to read books. And a massive anime soccer fan. Cool. I'm a huge football fan. I mean, you call it soccer, I call it football. I'm a huge football fan. I love Everton. I'm Everton till I die. I absolutely love football. Yeah. I'll speak. I'm your extraterrestrial snail. I love football too. I'll speak your extraterrestrial. It's not extraterrestrial. Football's the proper name. It's not extraterrestrial. Swiss Rex. Football's the proper name. If anything, soccer's the extraterrestrial, because football. The sport of football comes from the UK, so it's football. It's football. If anything, the Americans should be like, why have we called it soccer? You have a confession. Okay. Well, some countries call it football because it's spout football, I think. Hello, Joe. How are you? I'm really good, Skate Punk. How are you? I am a deadbeat older brother. I don't know what that means, I'm afraid. Yeah, football is a normal name, but it's called football because that's the name that we give it. Sorry. I can't believe I'm 19. My is 37. My little brother's 13. My brother's 28. My mother's 69. I can understand the overreactive part, because when you said that to Swiss Rex, I can see the overreactive part, but that's not always the best thing, to be too overreactive, if you get what I mean. I can see the overreactive part, Tyrese. To be honest, I can definitely see the overreactive part. Yeah, I mean, you've got to make sure your siblings are happy, but you've also got to give them space as well. There's overprotectiveness. Overprotectiveness is good, but you've got to give them space to become who they want to be. as well. But yeah, talking of that, Tyrese, I can see the overreactiveness that you said about. I thought that when you commented last week about my brother hates me. Maybe it's because you're too overprotective, for example. If you're too overprotective, sometimes it can be resentment. I've seen that all over the shop where people can sometimes be overprotective to they think that they're constantly breathing down their neck, which that is a possibility sometimes. So hold on, have you got a sister that's ridiculously aged then higher? Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. What I mean, Tyrese, I can see the overreactive part because I thought you overreacted last week. Do you like Coca-Cola? I don't, to be honest. I don't like fizzy drinks. You would call it soda. We call it fizzy drinks in the UK. I don't like fizzy drinks, which is probably why I know a guy that's like 400 pounds or something like that. I eat more than he does. Me and Decepted reckon I eat more than he does, but it's because obviously this guy drinks a lot of that stuff that I'm a lighter weight than he is. I'm still, but I won't time to chat. But yeah, to another point when you said about overreactive and overprotective. Overprotectiveness is good. Overreactive sometimes can be an issue. If you overreact to stuff, sometimes that can be a bit of a catalyst. It's crazy how Australia looks more like the US than anywhere in Europe. I'd actually argue that Australia looks more like Britain because Australia and the UK share a lot of similarities. I mean, we share the same chant. We have Oggy Oggy Oggy, and they took Oggy 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 and turned it into Aussie Aussie Aussie. What does that mean? Ends relationship in RP. What's an RP? Well, yeah. Australia and the UK are very close allies, and it's basically if the UK goes to war, Australia and New Zealand are always within an hour of. No, Australia is its own country, but it's got more similarities with the UK than America. Australia, they drive on the left. They drive on the right side of they drive on the proper side of the road. Have you guys ever? Yeah, but you Swiss Rex, that's completely different. You show a picture of anywhere, they won't know where it's from because you can't tell from the way it looks. You can't tell where it's from an image. Well, Mars is completely different. Mars is red. Mars is red. Do not refer to my home country as America, Swiss. But that's where I can see some of the overreactiveness. Americans will try and draw similarities with every country. America will draw some similarities with every country because America don't understand that other countries are different. They think every country is like America. And that's because they've been, led to believe that by media, the concept that they've got the most powerful leader in the world. But I'd actually argue at the moment they've seemed to have a bit of a dictator in power. But they have got a powerful leader because he's a dictator. He's not actually a dictator, but I'm making a joke. But yeah, I visited Egypt. It's horrible. I've always wanted to visit Egypt just because of the pyramids. Oh God! Hello, Red Metal Mom stream. Yeah, sorry, I've been away building a desk for the last few days. Oh my God! So it's turned on them then. Basically, I'm going to tell you a story, guys. Last year, you know when they talk about you know when they talk, right, everyone in this stream, you know when they talk about like police brutality, that's more of an American thing, isn't it? When they talk about police brutality. Yeah, Swiss Rex. That I want you to delete that comment because that's not nice. That's that's insinuation. Right. So I'm gonna tell I'm gonna tell this story that I'm gonna tell. So what was I gonna say, guys? But I gotta say, Tyrese, he is American. America accidentally disrespect every country. It's not a thing against your country. Americans accidentally disrespect every country because they don't understand every country. I had an American the other week tell me why aren't I doing my American accent? I'm like, because I'm not American. It's basically Americans. Sometimes hello Ham, welcome to the stream. Yeah, what was I gonna say? So you know, right, everyone on this stream, you know when they talk about police brutality, you know, the police being far too brutal. There was a case in the UK last year where a police officer was absolutely hounded for kicking somebody at an airport, but it's in the recent days, today, the guys that were kicked are standing trial for instigating it by assaulting the police officers. And deathing. Right, I'm back. I hate Legend 99 MC Orlu. Okay. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, so there was this case last year in the UK of where a police officer was charged with police brutality. And then the CCTV footage showed this guy absolutely beating the shit out of the officer in the minutes before. So the officer was concussed. But they said this guy could have been shot. It was at an airport. He'd assaulted an armed police officer. He could have been shot. So the parents and family moan that he's been kicked in the head, but what they should have been saying is he's lucky he wasn't shot there for assaulting an armed police officer. But what do you guys think? Like honestly, if you're at an airport, Why are you trying to assault an armed police officer? That's just stupid. Because armed police officers, they don't have a warning. If they see you as a threat, they can legally shoot you. It's not a thing of police brutality. It's a thing of if they think you're a very real threat to anyone, they can technically shoot you. For real. Yeah. So this guy, he broke two female officers' noses, smashed another officer in the face. Officer fell over, and the CCTV looked like he was going to grab the officer's gun, which was dangling because it fell off his belt. And they said the officer kicked him in the head, and it looked like he was veering up. But yeah, so that guy brought it on himself, really. If you look at the CCTV. Joe, are you a great person? Well, is anyone ever truly great? Because every person you say is great, I can guarantee they've done some bad. Honestly, every person that says, every person that you think is a great man, I'd argue they did some bad. Winston Churchill. If the belly thing, no, because that's just weird. But talking of just the regard, everybody, like, Joe, a massive thing I respect about you is you're honest, and I respect that. Yeah, thank you. That's really kind of you. But yeah, like, every person you think is great, I guarantee they did something wrong. Most Indians think Gandhi was a great man, but Gandhi is wrote down in history as being quite anti-Semitic, and apparently he didn't like Jewish people. So every person, and he reportedly slept with his great grandniece or something like that. Which is, it's seen as odd, but I'm not. But also as well, Tyrese, not everyone is going to just respect your. Not everyone is going to respect your country. That's a fact. Not everyone's going to respect your country. Like, not everyone respects Britain. I love the UK. I am very much British. But there is a point, though, as well. You've got to realise that not everyone is going to respect your country. I would love to see everybody that litters be deported, but that it's, on a legal standpoint, it's not feasible. Yeah, but Kanye West is probably banned from everywhere because he seems to have gone off the rails in recent years. But yeah. I love the UK, and it angers me that's... Hello, DVD Bros, welcome back. I love the UK. I am very much British, and it annoys me. But then... A skyline? Well, we are going to finish this skyscraper. Your brother in 6 years. But yeah, what was I going to say? But you can't forbid people from your country if they haven't done a crime. Saying they don't like your country, you can't. That they haven't legally done a crime. You can't actually arrest someone for that. If you did arrest someone because they said they didn't like your country, it would be seen as police brutality. You haven't seen your brother in 6 years. Is he a lot older than you or something like that? But yeah, even if you don't like a certain country, you can't get arrested for not liking that country. Because it would be seen as injustice, and I think it would be against human rights as well, I think. You have to go to the army when you're 17. But DBD Bros, aren't you? You're British, aren't you? You're British, aren't you? I think it is actually. But you're British, aren't you? Yeah, DBD Bros. If you're still in the stream, I think you're British, if I recall correctly, aren't you? I don't like the UK. Why just out of curiosity, why don't you like the UK? Yeah, you'd have to go to the American army. But how? You can't be in the American army if you're British. You go to the British army. That doesn't make sense. I'm American and I like the UK. Yeah, if I talk about that, but DBD Bros, how can your brother be British and be in the American army? You can't. That's impossible to do unless you live in America. You've actually got to live in America to be. You've actually got to live in America for years to be allowed to be in the American army. I don't know why I don't like the UK. That's really interesting though. But then, is that because... I didn't mean to say America in the UK. Oh, so they must have joined the British Army then. I don't know why I don't like the UK. That's interesting though. You don't know why you like the UK because that's you don't like the UK. That's really interesting. That's actually a really interesting concept because if you don't have a reason to not like a country, why don't you like it? It's really interesting. But then it's one of those though. You're never going to like a country till you go there. So for example, I like Germany. I've been there on a trip and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, so they part of the British Army then, DVD Bros. Royal Navy? Well, Royal Navy used to rule the waves. Now it doesn't. The Royal Navy should rule the waves. If the Royal Navy did still rule the waves, maybe the seas would be a lot quieter. We wouldn't have Russian submarines appearing in the UK waters. I'm joking. Anyway, what was I going to say, guys? But yeah, America in the UK. Yeah, because DBD Bros, if your brother is in the British Army, he's definitely going to be alive. He's definitely going to be alive because if your brother's in the British Army, he's definitely going to be alive because Britain hasn't fought a war in over nearly 20 years. We haven't fought a war. We haven't fought a major war since Iraq. The UK hasn't fought a war since Iraq, which the Iraq War was 20 years. The Iraq War finished 14 years ago. So your brother's definitely going to be alive because the British Army hasn't fought a war for nearly 14 years. Well, But yeah, honestly, the last war the UK fought was pretty much Afghanistan and Iraq. You're an awesome guy. Don't forget that you've got a pure heart. Can we stop flirting in the chat? Yeah, that is just a bit weird. Can you tell Lou I hate him? I'm calling him now. Oh, cool. But yeah, thank you, Swiss Rats. That's really nice of you. But yeah. But I love my country, but you have got to admit, everyone, that not everyone's going to like your country, but you can't turn around and forbid them from going to your country, which forbidding people for not liking your country is against human rights. I think the UN would get involved. And there are certain reasons why you can't do. The one thing I don't agree with is disrespecting national anthems while they're being aired at sports matches. I'll be the first to admit I don't like the American national anthem. I think the American national anthem's a pile of piss. You're talking about a bit of dangly cloth. You're not talking about how great America is. You're talking about a bit of dangly cloth. That's really funny, Skate Punk, that you just said that, because after I said that, that's amazing. That's amazing, Skate Punk. After you said that, I find that really funny that you've commented that literally 5 seconds after I said that. The timing on that, yeah. I'll be honest, no, I don't like the American national anthem. The first point is because the tune's actually ripped off from a British drinking song. So the guy that wrote the American national anthem basically nicked it. And I think you should be talking about how great America is, about how the American people will rise as one. You're literally talking about a bit of dangly. You're talking about the flag. You're talking about a bit of dangly. The Star Spangled Banner. You're literally talking about a little wavy dangly cloth. Like you should talk about how great you should be singing about. America, we stand true as one. America, we stand united as one. Like that. While my Brit piece out and keep moving wonderfully. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you. I'll keep moving wonderfully until I'm too old to walk, or I'm too fat to walk. Which I'm 95 kg, guys, so I might be too fat to walk in 5 years. But yeah. It's not that the American national anthem's bad. I think the American national anthem could be much better. It should be about what makes America great. Like, your ambition of a greater tomorrow. Your ambition of a greater tomorrow. Your shared destiny of making the world a better place. But not a bit of not a dangly cloth, if you get what I mean. If you get what I mean by the dangly bit of cloth, I'm talking about the flag, the waving flag. So it is a dangly cloth, and I love this comedian who said that. He went, "Oh, can you see the twilight's gleaming, the star-spangled banner?" And you can see it's basically on about the flag. Like, you should talk about how great America is, not So I really like this comedian, and he basically takes the piss of history. But in this random one, he took the piss out of national anthems, and he basically ripped into the American national anthem and, ironically, the Australian national anthem. He had an Australian guy in the crowd, and he pulled him out and said about the first bit of the Australian national anthem, "Our land is gut by sea," and he goes, "Well, that's just the definition of land." He goes, anything that gut means surrounded, so anything that's not sea is land. Which, this guy's comedy stuff is really funny, and he's really highly educated, and he's just talking about history. This comedian, he's just really highly educated. Joe, do you like my profile picture? Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see your comment till now. But yeah, this comedian, his history is great. Like, for example, the San Andreas fault line. He goes, what? He has this American guy in the crowd, and he goes, oh, see, Neil, it's not America's. It's not. It's see, Neil, it's not San Andreas' fault, is it? It's your fault for building the city there in the first place. Classic American behavior, trying to palm the blame on some poor fucking Mexican. I'm like, fucking hell. Let me find it. Oh, God's sake. I want the actual clip, and then it basically, this woman's put her reaction video up as the same. This lady's put her reaction video up as the same. As the same name. So when I put it up, that's the one I want. The actual clip. I'm gonna put it in my Discord server, guys, for you if you guys want to watch it. But it's like I'm gonna put it in my Discord server, guys, for you guys to watch. But it's generally like it's generally a comedy sketch, and it's very, very funny. Marine versus Americans, and he's basically just ripping into an American. I'm gonna leave before things get creepy. Yeah, that's just. Sorry, but moment, there's a knock at the door. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, 623 people have watched this stream. We're one sub away from 6,560. What's that last comment? I didn't see that one. Could someone tell me why James come and said visit this stream? I don't know. You were in my stream earlier on, but yeah, he told you to revisit it. I did not know why, but also you're the same person because you mentioned that you and James are the same person earlier on, and me and Legend are the same person, and you commented that earlier on. So I know you're the same person, which is kind of funny that you've left and then you've commented that. Oh, I'm going to tell Legend to be here. And then suddenly you've turned up and said, oh, why did James turn a thing? It's quite funny, actually, that you've actually played the part of pretending to be two people. Oh, God, my brother just returned. I don't know whether you're telling the truth, to be honest, DBD bros. I haven't seen my brother in 6 years. Oh, my God, my brother's just returned. And that's just, I don't know whether you're making that up. Not about the thing, about your brother being in the army for 6 years. It's just a bit random. Oh, I haven't seen my brother in 6 years. I don't know whether he's whether he's alive. Oh wait, now he's said now he's just turned up. If you get what I mean, it sounds fake. It sounds like you're fabricating a story, trying to make a story. It's just too specific. Me and Sigma Man are the same person. Oh yeah. Sorry, I mistook that. Yeah, but you changed it back. Okay. Britain's compact. It's on a reasonable side. Thank you for the fucking sex. Thank you for the sex noises. That's really weird, Decepted. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, that's true. If DBD Bros gets what I mean, he just said in the stream, oh, I haven't seen my brother for 6 years. He joined the army, and then you don't know if he's alive, and then he suddenly turns up. That's just that makes it seem like he's that he's capping or bullshitting, because that's just too specific. Have we got anyone in the stream right now? I don't even know if we got anyone watching in the stream right now. We just lost a sub, but thank you. I am ending the stream in a minute. Streams get quiet really fast. They do. It was 1 p.m. and it got dark real soon. It was 1 p.m. and it got dark real soon. There we go. Anyway, guys, who's in the stream right now? I want to give out some shout-outs, some last-minute stream shout-outs. So, if you are in the stream, comment shout-out. If you are in the stream, comment shout-out. Please, people come back. I don't know if anyone is coming back. Shout out to Skatepunk. Thank you for watching the stream, Skatepunk. Thank you and shout out to Red Methin. Thank you for watching the stream. Shout out to Legend 99MC. Thank you for joining the stream. Shout out to Mung Barrett 0. Thank you for joining the live stream. Shout out to Mia. Thank you for watching the live stream. And we get 5 shout outs out. Why not? But yeah, the comedy sketch that I was referring to in the stream, I've put it in my Discord server in the general chat. It's one of the funniest comedy sketches you guys will ever see. This guy really knows his history, and he just basically picks out people out of the crowd. So what's more impressive about this guy is that he randomly picks someone out of the crowd. So it's not as if he's planned, I'm going to pick this guy out of the crowd because I know him. This comedian, he randomly just picks people out of the crowd at random. So, he's got to have that knowledge in his head. So that's what I find more impressive, because it's not, I'm going to pull Dave out the front. He doesn't know who's in the front. So he just basically walks out there, looks at a couple of guys and goes, right, I'm going to use you. And the ironic thing is, the guy remembers all their names as well. So he remembered this one guy who's a copper, and he pulls out one guy that works for the Ministry of Defence randomly. He goes, what do you do, sir? He goes, I work for the Ministry of Defence. He goes, you're not supposed to... Ooh, are you allowed to tell me that, sir? He goes, what do you do, sir? And the guy goes to open his mouth. He goes, don't tell me, you twats. He goes, Grandad at the back here looked like he was part of the Manhattan Project. That's keeping a secret, you wanker. Just like, I love this guy. He's brilliant. But yeah, he randomly pulls this guy out of the crowd, and he randomly pulls this American out, and he goes, can someone tell what James said about me? He said he didn't like you, I think. Hello, JM Cheeseburger, one stream. I'm back. Oh, welcome back, Mira. Yeah, so what this guy does, ironically, he pulls this American out and he goes, how long have you been in? He goes, what's your name? Neil. Goes, lovely British name. He goes, how long have you been in this country for, Neil? He goes, 2 weeks. He goes, if you had to sum up Great Britain with one word, what would it be? And the guy goes, beer. He goes, well, the answer you're looking for is great. He said the name, for fuck's sake. Like, this guy's brilliant. His comedy sketches are really funny. I can hear Decepted laughing like a hyena. What's happening? I could hear you laughing like a hyena. Oh, in the Instagram. Sorry, I'm on Discord, everyone, at the same time. It's probably just an argument about someone being 5'5" again. I don't know. Oh yeah, admin who's 5'5". Oh, 5'5", your mum. Bloody hell. Is there anyone in my stream that's 5'5"? Let's have a look. Is there anyone in my YouTube stream right now that's 5'5" or under? Honestly, guys, generally tell me that. Guys, generally, is there anyone in this stream under 5'5"? Just for experiments. Just for an experiment. No one is 5'5". Right, so how tall is everyone in this stream? How tall is everyone in this stream? So this is going to be an experiment. How tall is everyone in this stream right then? So we've got no one under 5'5" apparently. So we've got to we've got a guy. Deceptive's showing me a story right now. We've got a guy that's being mocked, not being mocked. He's 5'5", and he's moaning about it. So right, we've got a person that's 5'6", good. We've got a person that's apparently 7'5", fair play. No, because I just saw that I read that Instagram thing out, and because there's a thing about he's going to 5'5", I was like, so 5'5's tiny apparently according to everyone in this stream. If you're 5'5", you're a dwarf according to this stream. That's why I did it, just to see if there was anyone 5'5" in the stream. There isn't. Everyone is above 5'5". Yeah. Everyone in the stream's over 5'5", so that's why I did it, just because I saw his comment. Shut up! Call him my brother fake. How dare you? I didn't say that, DVD bros. You've jumped to a conclusion there. I said that the story you said about you haven't seen your brother for 6 years, you didn't know if he's alive, and then suddenly you say about how your brother's turned up on the doorstep. It just seemed fake because you literally just said that. So it's not that I'm saying that your story's fake. I'm saying your story just seems so random that it sounded fake. You're gay. Cool. There's no shame in it. Oh, I'm going to turn that lamp on. Bollocks. I've lost the light. I need to put my controller down, guys, because I can't find my I've lost the thing to turn the light on. Good. There we go. Anyway, guys, we're probably going to end this stream soon, because we're probably going to end this stream in a second, guys, because I am probably, I'm not 5'5". Ah, wow. If he's... Call it a half... Is he half pint pissed? Hello, PS4 Club. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Hambi Khalid. Welcome to the stream. We are going to end... Khalid, sorry. We're going to end this stream. Hello, Mreg Guy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We are ending the stream in a second because I'm knackered. So thank you for watching, everybody. And I will say goodbye to everyone on this live stream by saying have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next